got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, yeah. I'm so handsome. All in Carmine's with my Benz, I'm so fancy. No romancing. Got my baby and she right, she make you vanish. No time to play, got book dates. Had a plan, only had to wait. Always knew I'd make a way. Send a bill, they send a pay. Keep it real, keep the record straight. Keep it real, no time to fake. All authentic in my own lane. I am me till I'm in the grave. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. Ooh, never panic. Get a worry, send it up and then advantage. Yeah, I can't stand it. Out of order way you move and see you scrambling. On offense, no defense. Still strong, no weakness. Used to say I wouldn't beat this. Now they wish they could beat this. Tables set, not tables turn. Guys playing, don't say a word. Know the price, cause I know my worth. My time, get what I deserve. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop.
Yeah, yeah. Sharp with Tradesharpe, making moves on a string. Charts light up, candlesticks in his dream. Daily grind heavy like the weight of a scheme. The Porsche on the block painted jet black gleam. Live streaming heat, flexing levels so clean. Now a loving GT3, call it fast cash machine. Trade stack high, his portfolio mean. Toast to the hustle, the money scheme supreme. Market flows crazy like a storm in the bay. Tradesharpe, time is sharp, cutting bears through the fray. Green candles rise when his clicks slay the day. Turbo grinding charts, his Porsche leads the way. Live streaming heat, flexing levels so clean. Now we're loving GT3, call it fast cash machine. Trade stack high, his portfolio mean. Toast to the hustle, the money scheme supreme. Algorithms whisper but his gut holds the rein. Wrist tight leash, profit pouring in like rain. Stream fans chant, teach us, break the chain. On the fast track, where dollars entertain. Hustle's never lazy, daily rhythm precise. Option scalps longs at a Porsche to the price. Take speed lanes in life, no room for rolling dice. Built a stage, streaming hard, living rich on advice. Yeah. Hustle. Live streaming heat, flexing levels so clean. Now we're loving GT3, call it fast cash machine. Trade stack high, his portfolio mean. Toast to the hustle, the money scheme supreme. Algorithms whisper but his gut holds the rein. Wrist tight leash, profit pouring in like rain. Stream fans chant, teach us, break the chain. On the fast track, where dollars entertain. Hustle, hustle. Yeah. Yeah. On the fast track.
Good morning all. Yes sir, hope everyone is well, hope everyone is good. Happy Thursday. And yeah, let's get it. Let's see what we got going on for today. Have a look at the charts and take it from there. Let me make sure all systems are go. Everything looks like it's working. Perfect. Let's get it, let's get it. All right. Start off with the calendar today. It's going to be Thursday. We have a bit of Euronews 4:15. London is clean. PMI 12:30, a little bit far away. Press conference for the ECB a little bit later. Unemployment claims, and then tomorrow is NFP day. Otherwise, we're pretty clean. So pretty much clean for us London session, which is why I really like to trade London session, because you normally it's not stacked with news, so it's quite nice. But let's have a look at the analysis. GJ pulled back after yesterday's consolidation during London. An attempt higher. So if we look at daily time frame here, previous daily is closing bearish now, right at daily support. So we're going to put that back in. DS, there we go. And then if we're looking at 4-hour time frame here as well, pretty clean towards the upside, to be honest. Mixed session bias, nice retest to daily support. So it does look quite nice for upside to retrace some of this. We just need to find a way in. 30-minute has pushed for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles, working on 7 at the moment. So hopefully we can find some sort of structure and then look for buys above this resistance right here would be the plan on GJ. With mixed session bias, we could see some downsides. It's very choppy here on the 15-minute. So I would like to see price action form before looking for downside. You could trade these small ranges here. 30 and 1 hour is clean towards the downside, so you can base the setups based on that. And yeah, you know, this is what I'd basically be looking for. So if we could pull back now, create one more structure like this, close above this resistance, we have this range here, should be around 23 pips. So that's not bad. And that would be kind of the plan here for GJ. So straightforward plan. Not even much lines on the chart, 2 lines on the chart. We can mark the 4-hour support, to be honest. We don't even really need it, but you know, just to put more lines on the chart. And that's it. So GJ, pretty simple analysis here. Now let's have a look at gold here. So gold continuing, let's go back to daily first actually. Key level as well. Yeah, let's have a look. What key level do we have there? 194, yeah, just a little bit above. We have the 194. We can drag this key level back up to 194. Use that as like a break-even point. There we go. Checking gold daily time frame. Previous daily closing bullish at resistance. Well, not at. It is tapped resistance. So we're gonna put this daily resistance there. And our daily support is just below the key level here. It's gonna be here like this. DS. Now looking at 4-hour time frame, mixed session bias, previous daily close bullish, previous 4-hour closing bearish. We have these 2 supports here. We're going to see which one is more relevant. We've tapped the first one, second one we haven't tapped. Looking a little bit more messy this because of all of the levels here. So let's have a look, see what the 1 hour is saying. All right, 30-minute, okay, and 15-minute. So yeah, we're kind of reacting off this zone here. That is news, yeah, but doesn't matter. I'm looking at the previous 4-hour resistance for now. So for buys to make sense, see what 1 hour is saying. We have 30-minute lower. Ooh, pretty tough, huh? Pretty tough. There is a sell zone. Sells between this zone is quite nice here, about 35 pip range. So I would look for that as well, to sell between here. Yeah, that weekly level we've been hovering around for the whole week. We've been around this weekly level here. But yeah, I'd look to sell in between here. So if this can create structure, I'd sell in between here. That would make sense. Now the buys, I'm not too sold on the buys at the moment, to be honest. Now you could look to buy above this 15 potentially, but I really don't like it. I really don't like it. I mean, it seems like an option, but I'd like to see more price action in here. Then maybe I can trade to 18 pips and then see. So it's just, if you look at it on 30, it's even closer, a little bit more messy. But if we create some sort of structure now, close below here. Could see that drive back down. Could be a little bit easier, right? So last pair today is going to be DAX here. Daily time frame would have closed bullish here at daily resistance. We're seeing same retest to daily resistance. 4-hour time frame closed doji here. It's interesting close. Previous one bullish but not breaking structure. Let's see. 4S. And then we have one more 4-hour support below. So technically it's mixed bias here. I would say sells make sense below this 15 here. Anything before this is a little bit rough. And for the buys today, wow. Daily resistance above. Honestly, to get to daily resistance is an option. I like below the 5 rather than the 15. Well, if you're taking it based on a 5, then yes, but otherwise you're missing all of this. And to be honest, if a 5 closes below the 15, you can trade to the 5. So trying to sell this low here is probably a bit late. Imagine the move that would have had to happen. You probably missed the move. So I think buys would be nice if we actually did pop down, respect this zone, and then get back in the range above the 4-hour support to take buys. Or some sort of change, because we have this lower high, lower high, lower high. We need to see that change if we're going to take buys. So we need to come down, make a higher low, and then that would be where the buys make sense. So sell plan does look a little bit cleaner than the buy plan. It's just we need more price action to form for the buy plan. Now we've seen a trade around this time actually form in the last few days, but today I'm not really seeing a setup form around this time. So we're gonna see what ends up happening here. Maybe we just stick in this messy range with ECB talking a little bit later. Maybe the price wants to wait for those speeches, wait for the refinancing rate, and of course the policy statement here at the beginning of the month. So it would not be out of the question to see price range today. We can expect that. So really leaving the ranges would be more confirmation that we're actually not going to see it range and could maybe capitalize off that. So yeah, I quite like that. And we're going to see what ends up happening and then take it from there. So yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan overall. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the analysis. Everything makes sense. Everything made sense. And yeah, let's see what ends up cooking here on the charts. And we take it from there. Make sure you guys do the YouTube business. You know the drill. 200 of us in here. Get the likes up to 100. Would appreciate it. And yeah, let's go. Congrats, 95k. Did we reach? Yes, we did. We did. It only took 3 weeks, 2 weeks or something. I'm not going to ask for subscribe on stream. 100k is the big one. That one I'm looking forward to. Thank you. 100k. We need to push. Something needs to go viral. We need one more viral video and then we can get to 100k. Last week's video was shit, man. No one watched it, and it's a good video. All the advanced videos, like I get some comments saying that basic videos, stop repeating videos, Harry, your videos are basic. So what did I do? I post a stop loss placement video. 2.7k, like literally half of what I've been getting. 4.8k, 6.4, 5.1, 6.3, 106,000 views. And this is all simple stuff. Simple 5-minute strategy, 106. Simple 6. Simple 5. Whenever I do something that is simple, people watch it. If I do something advanced, so that's why I've stopped. Look, simple 15-minute, 12k. So that's why I stopped posting advanced stuff on YouTube, because it's just not worth my time. That's not what people want to watch. Yeah, maybe a handful of people who are trying to squeeze every amount of free value out of me, they're the ones who are doing it. Get your trades right and you will go viral. Well, yeah, I have already gone viral because I have 95k subscribers. So luckily my trades are right, so I don't have to worry about that. I think it's pretty good to win 130 times. Make a daily routine video. I'm actually thinking of making a second channel, more of those type of vlogs, because this channel is totally just for trading, and I want to keep it like that. I want to keep it like that, just all trading. Is this a good entry? What's this? Euro US dollar, setup 1. Yeah, I'll probably go break off this low just to be safer. Such a small difference. Let's do 1 minute strat and see the viewers subs coming in. People want things quick. Yeah, I've thought about making a 1 minute video, but it's a bit advanced, you know, it's a bit advanced and not really a concept I want people to take out of context. Gotta do the analysis before trading, can't force trades. It's a sure way to lose. Yes, exactly. That's why that's the first thing I do, right? The problem is your thumbnail and headline. Try doing thumbnails with a hot girl and the headline, why she prefers men who trade my way. That's actually facts, man. That's facts. That's facts. Morning, good morning. Damn, Peter is not happy today, man. YouTube chat getting to him. I should actually try that, man, John, just for experiment. John knows, man. Yeah, I know it's the stuff, but the way I built my brand is a bit different. That's why I'm thinking second channel as well. You know, you can do that stuff second channel. "24 hours in Dubai." Full. "24 hours with Mr. Steal Your Bitch." You know, something like that. We get some guest. Let's see the 1 hour. The thing that worries me here is the 30-minute. I really would like to see one more 15-minute structure like this. Then we take the buy. Much better buy. Yeah, look at the 5. I passed my phase 1 yesterday. Thanks, Harry and team, for all the support. Let's get a good start phase 2. Let's go, Bram. Well done, brother. Well done. It was just a matter of time. Man, we need to post this stuff. We need to post this stuff. I need to have like a thing about that. You guys have been killing it, man. I think this is the most progression we've seen in the exclusive group, man. Like, that's come. It's also because of just naturally time, right? People are spending more time here, but it's super good, man. It's super good to see. A lot of people are progressing and at different rates. Like, don't feel like you're behind as well. Everyone is going to progress at a different rate. It's just waiting for your time. Everything has its time. Good things are to come, but if you just stay consistent and put your head down, it will come. When do you get the silver YouTube plaque thing? 100k. 100k subs, they give a plaque. Any video on your setup 1 at your channel? What do you mean? Yeah, of course. Plenty of videos, bro. Plenty. Did you take US 30 buys yesterday? Yeah, I did. I posted it, the buys I took. You can see in Harry's trades. But that was the NY session, this one. Didn't hold it till here. This was NYSE open. If I tried to hold during NYSE open, I would have been actually stopped break even with the NYSE candle. DAX is mixed bias? Technically, yes. Is DAX German 40? Correct. Correct. Check this gold here, 6 minutes. We have 5-minute structure as well. This could be quite nice if we can chill for 6 minutes. Go make some 1-minute structure, make a top wick on the 5-minute. That can all happen in 6 minutes. Then you could look for some sells here. 45 for 30 here. Can go break even here. Look for a little bit more. Get your 1-to-1. Alright, please explain what is the extended setups. It's just setups that are not on YouTube basically. So that's it. It's more stuff that is maybe a mix of setups. That's one option where I've mixed a couple of setups. Or it's just stuff that's not on YouTube. Today I eat too much chocolate. Donate chocolate. Ice cream, chocolate, chocolate milk, all chocolate. Very good, brother. Cool story. Go to the gym, man. Fuck your chocolate. Go to the gym. It's okay. If today's your cheat day, then enjoy, brother. Where do you stream your live? YouTube and where? On Zoom. The YouTube always has some delay. Zoom, no delay. Gold is taking range away. Yeah, it's no surprise though. I really hoped for the 5 to actually make a top wick so we could have time. But remember, this 5 could also flip. We could also look for wick fills. I mean, there's so much clean range here on 1. It would be good to see a pullback. Hour close as well coming. You know, you want to be careful with this. What percentage of equity per trade do you recommend? I think 1% is good if you're on a funded account. 1% is standard. Once you start to see consistency, you can start to increase how much equity you risk percentage of a trade. Like, it's not crazy to risk 3% of your own personal account. It's not crazy. Like, you don't need to deposit stupid amounts of money just so you risk 1%, because at the end of the day, you're still risking the same monetary value. You get what I mean? So you think about it in a monetary value terms, not in a risk percentage terms. So you'd be like, okay, let's say you put 10K into account and you're like, I'm happy to risk $500 a trade. So your 10K is there just for leverage, but 500 is the risk. The question is, how emotional do you get when you see your account swinging up and down? You know, because you risk 500 on a 10K account, you know, so that's 5%. You're seeing big swings in the account potentially. So it's more something like that, you know. Pump some biceps for your birthday? Or whose birthday is it? Adnan? Oh, it's your birthday, that's why. Nice. Okay, that's fair, man, that's fair. Since it's your birthday. That's fair. A lot of birthdays in June. In our group, I know in the exclusives, we have a lot of people June, July birthdays. Even next week is my birthday. A lot. When? I don't know what the guys are. Don't remember, to be honest. Yes. Oh, mine? My birthday is on the 9th of June. 9th. Your brother is the same? Oh, okay, that's sick. Big party? Let's see. You take the setup one. Yeah. Break even is fine here. Good job. My son will be born in June. Amazing, man. That's amazing. EU does have news? No, nothing major, man. Just this stuff I wouldn't worry about. I think 9th is Monday, right? Monday or Sunday? Should be Monday. I put the giveaway 700. We reach Monday. Cool. Hi, first day at the group. Seen lots of videos. YouTube thought it's a good idea to join. I'm trying to. What do you recommend any funded? Yeah, for me, FTMO, man. FTMO, and welcome. FTMO. So look at this rejection, right? Remember what we talked about? Don't be fooled. We're back in the range here. We're back in the range. So FTMO, any questions you have, welcome to the team. Monday we're gonna have a big lobster party with great wins. Yeah, we'll see what happens on Monday. Where did you get this from, bro? That's pretty cool. They have names on cola cans. Yeah, you gotta set up, man. You gotta set up. Appreciate the support. You see the support. All right, this is the key to profitability. You have to trade with this. Here's your test. Post a video with a thumbnail of your car and smoking hot girl leaning on it. My new trading help. Buy this new car. Lifestyle bonus. Then video talks about trading strat. And that's still on our brand. I've done worse for Fortune 500 clients. I think John is cooking, man. John is cooking. I could do that, but I don't want my brand to be like that, though. See what GJ is saying here. Nice. We closed that resistance. So hopefully this can make a structure now. And then we can get above. Gold obviously retraced here. This is why you have to wait for closures. Otherwise you take some sell down here. See how DAX did as well. DAX is pushing down right now. We didn't get a close. Last candle closed bullish. So 5 minute no structure as well. We're coming close to this 5 minute support. Let's mark this now. Pretty tough on DAX, but let's see the 1 hour close. Did 1 hour close below support? No as well. So no confirmation 1 hour, no confirmation 30, 15 close bullish. So you really need to see 5-minute bullish structure, like one 5-minute candle structure, and then a close below here. Harry sounding like a 60-year-old CEO. Oh my god, I can't risk my brand. I'll leave it there. Yeah. No, I could, but I said like separate channel, I do that type of stuff. Hopefully GJ creates structure. We don't have to deal with this BS. Hey Harry, do you mind explaining US 30 break of high entry yesterday? I explained it a lot of times yesterday in NY session. We'll explain it later. Just pull up to NY sessions, man. Everyone wants everything the next day for free. Do the work, man. Analyze it, figure it out. SL was only 5 pips. Damn. That's unlucky. But I like the break even. It was a good trade though. DAX potential sell. Yeah, if it can create some structure, which it's trying right now. Very weird candle. Do you know why I watch live on YouTube? I have no lags, but I go on YouTube, I have lags. Check time lags. What do you mean by lags? In what? Time lag? Yeah, you're talking about screen. Yeah, it's because Zoom is in 30 FPS, unfortunately. But you have no time lag. YouTube has... yeah, 5-second delay, exactly. Your birthday is 20th of June? Yeah, a lot of birthdays in June, huh? John is saying gold still looks messy, no 4 or 1 hour trend. Exactly. Need a 15 closing bearish or something to trust a sell? Yes, I agree with that, man. Which I see as a possible. Would you trust a 5-4 move on gold? No, I think I agree with the 15 here, man. Would be much better to see a 15. Yes, that is also valid, Steven. Get above here would be nice. GJ, no structure on GJ. Very hard to enter GJ without any structure. just really weird. Look at the 30-minute, looks so stupid to put a buy right there. Like, I would feel it can work out, but who knows, man. At any time, this is just willing to do one of these. Nice little good morning. I mean, you could trust the 5-minute structure, but it's looking so weak at the moment, man. Just so slow. So I don't know how I can trust it myself. Sucks, man, because it's valid, but it's just something where it's not going to be a good idea to do this, especially on something like GJ. We have range above 194 as well. 8 pips to here, 15 to there, so there's still range. Hi, I'm in Kenya. How can I join your mentorship? You can join from anywhere in the world, bro. You can join from anywhere in the world. As long as you have a regular card, Visa or MasterCard. Harry Bhai, what do you think about expensive watches? I like expensive watches. I have 2 pieces. One that I wear most of the time. The other one I don't really wear too much. For me, I think it's like, I'm not someone who it's actually very, very good in terms of conversation starter. It means it shows some sort of level of success. And it just, I like it because for me, the reason why I like expensive watches is it's kind of like an accessory. I appreciate good watchmaking, and most importantly, and this is the most important part, is that it tells you how expensive your time is. So when you force yourself to buy something like that and you wear it, every time I look at it or have it on my wrist, I am consistently reminded that time is very expensive, and don't forget that, right? Time can be taken away from you, and there's actually no price on time. So it's a nice little reminder. It's something that's nice to collect. It also holds its value very well. These watches, don't buy a watch to try make money off them. It's not the best idea. I buy a watch just to enjoy them. Like, please buy a watch to wear it. It's just a classic thing, you know, like even back, it's a very liquid asset as well. Back in the old days, if you were tight on cash, someone would say, hey, can I give you my watch, you know? It's a gentleman thing. It's better than being a kid wearing designer or trying to flex with jewelry, you know? Much better than to just wear a nice classy piece, you know? Any good models you can suggest? Well, it depends on your price range, right? It depends on your price range. So as a beginner, I think a nice model to start with. I think, to be honest, if you're like really wanting to just buy a watch, like, I think what's very cool is just buy, to begin with, a Casio. Buy a classic Casio, man. You know, it's very cheap. I like it. Gives respect that you're someone who, you know. So I think a Casio would be great to begin with. Patek Philippe, I think you need to work a little bit harder first. Then you can buy the Patek Philippe. Build quality, Rolex is the best. Build quality. AP, I like AP a lot. I've been waiting for an AP, and they're still not giving it to me. Not wanting to buy outside. So if you guys can tag AP on Instagram and tell them to give Harry a watch. I want a good sports watch. Yeah, I wear most of the time a Fitbit. That's what I wear 90% of the time, man, you know. So I'm not a guy to walk around with flexing watches and stuff like this. But most of the time I'm wearing a Fitbit. I wear the Fitbit to the gym. Only if I go out somewhere I'm gonna put it on. This one clean for a start. Yeah, this is very nice. A Casio. This is very, very good. I highly recommend something like this. Like, if I was on a budget and you just want to buy a timepiece, this is amazing. Taiku, yes. The classic. Omega is great, but it's a little bit more expensive. Let's see what DAX wants to do here. I'd prefer better structure. 15 closes in 2 minutes, so if it closes below, we could look for a potential wick fill here. Back to the 5-minute support. But we want to see how it closes here in about 1 minute 50 seconds. Like the stream, guy. 21 likes only. No, it's 124 likes. It hasn't updated for you. I've never traded Forex a day in my life, yet I've been here almost every night for the past 4 years. That's how you know you love trading futures market while I enjoy the stream. Damn, man, respect to you. Respect to you that you've been here. This is my dream watch. Yeah, that's a nice one. Good little day date. I actually have allocation for a day date, but I'm just not buying it now because I don't want to spend that money. Day dates don't actually hold that much value. I want to take a trade on a 15-minute. Do I need wait for structure on 15, or I can do it on 5 like right now on GBPJPY? No, you need 15 in this scenario because look how much 15 has pushed. You know? You just ask your girlfriend for a day date? Damn, man. What does your girlfriend do? Pretty successful girlfriend, bro. Buying you a day date? Never experienced that in my life. Would be nice if a girl would buy me something. What do you have in mind for the next big purchase, Harry? After your car, now next dream? Look, the 5 closed above. Also the 15 as well closed above, so we need to wait here. Next big purchase, man. Wow. No plans, you know. Really, for me in life, big purchases are not really always motivator. If you ask me the truth, I know it sounds a bit boring, but if you ask me the truth, it is to build sustainability in my companies and what I do to a point to where you can live a life that you provide to whoever your family may be in the future to the best that you can, you know. And that's, for me, the best thing to have in life is like a fortress. You have a fortress, you can do what you want when you want, you can leave, you can travel, you can all of that stuff. That's the pure value, you know. That's the pure value. You know, you have a nice villa, peace of mind, good area to raise a kid, strong family, house full of love. That's all you can kind of like want, you know. And then you can do what the fuck you want. Buy a supercar the next day if you wanted to. You know, that's the pure like, I don't give a shit, you know. Not kind of like, oh, I need to work super hard, sacrifice my dignity so I can buy a second car. Like, it's a bit cheap that. There's better things in life than just buying a car. You need to get to the point in life where buying a car can be a decision that you make today. You know, that's where it's amazing. That's where it's like, you know what? I actually feel like treating myself with a car, so I'm going to go out and buy one right now. That's where you're at the level where you're like, you build something that's cool. But you can't find passion for that. You have to find passion for building everything around you so you can make that possible. It's a big difference. A jet ski. I bought a jet ski a year and a half ago. I bought a jet ski. That's why we're all here. We want an easy life. It's not an easy life. That is the difficult thing, man. That is the difficult thing. It is not an easy life. It's a life of sacrifice and hard work. For a very small amount of pleasure, but you do it for purpose, right? You do it for purpose. Can we chat a moment about GJ? Yeah, what do you want to chat about? I know we don't have pullback on 15. Yes. But look at 5-minute structure, doesn't matter, man. It's not DAX this. Look at the 30-minute. Like I said, you can go buy the high right here, man. Do it. But don't, it's impossible to know that this is gonna push right now. It's very hard, man, because it's just so, you're really forcing it. Like, for me, this is a terrible trade. Terrible. Like, really, it's one that is like, even makes me like, ugh, like, that's really bad. Like, to buy after this, it's too late, man. You know, like, you had to have been in from here. Like, if you took this trade down here, this is the one. That's the trade of the day. Just because it's London session doesn't mean we can get away with that. Because how are we going to distinguish the difference between a good trade and a bad trade then when we accept these type of trades? You know? Because any other day we could be losing this type of trade, right? So it's really hard to distinguish the difference. Like, what makes this accessible, you know? What makes this okay today? Gold retraced here as well. So if this can close bullish, we close below here, same trade is still valid. And then DAX, look at the bounce from the 15 support. Nothing closed below, so it's expected to see a bounce. If this closes bullish and next one closes below, we could take that as well. We could take that as well. That is an option. Do you ever watch other assets to get a lead on the assets you want to trade? Not in that terms, but if everything else is moving and something hasn't moved, and it normally does, like I can see general London volume, it works. Retrace setup 2 would be valid? It would. Even just one 50-minute candle closing bearish. Check broker or check broker. Either way on broker, doesn't matter because we want the 5 closing below now anyways. No, for me on broker, it's above as well. It's above on broker for me. I'm using my old father's watch and my mother's picture so I can remember him. Exactly. It's a good idea. Trading is a very difficult path to make easy money. Indeed, it is. But once you start to get it, it's an amazing path. But you do have to work hard to make money in this game. But once you do, it's super cool, right? Because you can make it wherever you want in the world. You can literally sit here for 2 hours is really what we need and print money. The hard thing is just risking more and building that, you know, because it's not linear. If it was linear, it would be easy, but it's really not linear. Can you analyze gold? We've been doing that for about an hour. Make sure to show up to the streams early. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe so you can see the full analysis I do on gold. The hard thing is accumulating trading funds. Yes, that is also a challenge as well because, you know, especially if you need to pass multiple funded accounts and stuff to get your trading funds, but that's part of the journey. Think you missed one zone on the 30-minute? Which pair? I watch your videos on market structure that solved almost 80% of my problem. Oh, amazing, man. German 40? Let's see. 30-minute? Nope. Everything is good here. Been crossed through with this and the wick. It's okay, I'm not worried about it. Plus it's been crossed through now as well. Not worried about it. What do you think about BTC and altcoins? BTC at all-time high. If it can continue this higher low structure in a risk-on environment, we should be able to make new all-time highs. Altcoins, not yet. We have too much BTC dominance in terms of BTC is leading the way. We are risk on in assets because of the talks with China and the relaxing in tariffs and stuff like that. So we're still risk on in the markets. Potentially could see, I don't see a reason. I mean, yeah, potentially we can see all-time highs in the stock market as well. It is possible here. What's your dream holiday? That's a good question, man. Dream holiday. Wow. You know, I don't really have a dream holiday. My best holidays are ones that you decide and just go and enjoy to the maximum. You know, but to be honest, like when I was young, I used to do a lot of surfing, and I used to go on budget holidays, meaning that I would go on surf camps. You could, and Maldives and stuff like this, you could rent really cheap. And because you're in the water all day, so it's not like you need to be somewhere luxury. So I went on kite surfing trips in Maldives. And for me, this was huge, man. Just the people you meet. I remember surfing in the Maldives. I met this guy who was spending about... This is actually what gave me a boost. I haven't said this story, so it's funny you brought this up while we wait for DAX to close below. I met this guy, and he was a stockbroker. Can you imagine? I was maybe around 14 years old, and he was a surfer, traveling. He had everything, man. He had smoking hot woman. Young he was as well. He was spending around $4,000 a night on a water villa in Maldives, just enjoying surfing. And we became friends, you know, and that motivated me to want that type of life, and to be like, you know, to enjoy that. And we were discussing, and he was a chill guy. I remember we had a very funny story, me and him, because we were surfing and this big set of waves came, and we were getting thrashed in the impact zone. And he came up and he's like, Harry, I have a problem. I said, what's your problem? He's like, I've lost my shorts, bro. I said, no way. He's like, yeah, fully naked right now. I said, this is gonna be funny. And man was just paddling full butt out, man. It was such a, I mean, in the moment, it was such a funny day, man. It was such a funny day. You could imagine. So that was like really motivating and stuff. You still in touch with him? Unfortunately not. It was such a moment where we never exchanged contacts. It was just like where we just chatted, you know. I was young, man. I was young. I would have networked at this age, but not then. So in terms of dream holiday, yeah, anything active is an enjoyable holiday. But there's nothing I dream about, because I'll be honest, and I'm very blessed and super grateful. If there's something I really wanted to do, I could do it. So it's not something I dream about. TS exclusive ski trip would be insane. That is something I'd love to do. I love snowboarding. Every trip I've been on snowboarding has been amazing. Amazing, amazing. That was a big motivator when I was young, man. When I was younger, that was a big motivator for me. Yeah, for me for gold buys, I saw you taking gold buys. Not until something closes above this range. It's the same plan I had this morning. Same plan I've had this morning. DAX can close below here, 3 minutes 28. How big would stops be though, now that we popped up here? 8.9 points. Hey, that's not bad, huh? It's a pretty chill stop loss. 8.9 points. Get the beers ready. You need to, before you come for the fight here in Dubai, Joe, you need to bulk up. You can't fight at 65, man. That's too small, bro. You need to put on some weight for the fight. Yeah, you can take your fights with that, but here, South Africa, we call it werewolf session. Exclusive party at my place. We could do all of this. So a naked man inspired you when you were 14? No, I just said part of the story that was super funny. When you go to Cape Town, you can spearfish. I've been to South Africa, but not Cape Town. I'll still scrap it out. I'm not bothered of weight. It's just for fun. Bro, put some weight on, man. 65 kg. One punch, weight matters in fighting, bro. Come on. One punch, you're going to be knocked back. Trying to support you here. Have you been into any European countries? Been to France. I've been to Italy. I've been to Spain. I've been to... When I was younger, my family went on a cruise, but I don't remember anything. So all of those European countries. Germany, of course, I've been to Germany. So I went to Germany because my best friend who was here has a house there, and he said, you should come, we should go. So I've been to Germany twice, actually. Where? Guess. I actually don't remember where in Germany he took me, but his house was in Munich. Yes, his house was in Munich. But then after that, we went to the mountain somewhere. I don't know where all of this, bro. So I don't know where he took me after that. I really didn't check the name. So we went around Germany, man. Alright, this is not closing below. Let's see what gold is doing right now. Still stuck at this resistance. 43 seconds. We see how this closes in 43 seconds. Seems like it's going to close bearish here. Those were Alps in Bavaria? Yes, that does sound familiar. Yes, you are probably correct. Definitely. Ooh, my close above actually. Damn, that's last minute. See the bottom wick here. Might be something if we get a good bottom wick. 26 to here, 15 to there. We get continuation. Could be good. Let's have a look. I want something a bit deeper for now. No. Close as well. We need to break this high here up here. So I'm wondering if I want to enter break of that high, or do I want to take the retest? Retest could be cool as well. Yeah, retest would be cool here. That would also ensure us that we come down, we bounce to continue up higher. So I would like that. Especially if we break the high right now. This is a very small bottom wick here. Might not be enough liquidity. But when we do the retest, it should be enough. So I'm actually going to look for that right now. Stop loss will be about 26 pips here. 26 pips. Many counter moves? Yeah, it is a bit counter this, but I don't like that we've already tapped daily resistance. This is why I wanted extra confirmations. But it's just been, I think you just need to go right at the open. Tap key level, yeah, there, 70, boom. But this is the retest, right? So now we see. Now we see what it does on the retest. So I'm looking for a retest somewhere into here, and then I can take probably a buy from somewhere here. If I start to see it reject. It will just give a lot of confirmation. I'll feel very comfortable in this trade. And then I break even at somewhere up here. right, so that's your retest. You can see how quickly it came down. So this is why we wanted the retest first. Like I said, I don't think it's enough liquidity to continue up. So now we want to see a reaction, meaning 1 minute candle closing bullish, something to show us that, you know, it doesn't just want to dump from here. But this is the problem when you have a small bottom wick, is it can look really good and then it goes up and you're in profits and now you can't manage. Why can't you manage? Because it's just really quick. But now we'll be able to do something and see how it manages to hold right now. So let's keep an eye on the 1 minute here closing in about 35 seconds here. So if that can close bullish, we can have an entry break of high and we kind of take a retest entry. If it doesn't close bullish, we get saved. Yeah, it's closing bearish, you see? So this is saving us now from drawdown. So you guys need to see that. That's some next level stuff I'm teaching you right now. Like to say that live, to show you how to avoid that. A lot of people would just jump into this trade really happy, willy-nilly. Yeah, let's get in. Now you can't manage because look how fast it's moving. Your stop loss was here, remember? Oh, actually, it was here. Now you're holding like 10 pips of drawdown when you were just 9 pips in profit. And you're like, shit, why does that happen so fast? You see how quickly it goes down to compare how slow it went up? Why? No liquidity. Obviously, the bottom wick was what was going to give us the liquidity. So this is how you avoid. So yesterday, if you remember, we had a yapper on stream telling us, oh, you missed trades. No, I'm just accurate with my trades. You see? So what's our entry flip up? We need to see some support form because right now it's just dumping. Right? And this is like a really, you know, so people who say, oh, he's missing trades, he's just scared. I'm not scared. I have experience, and from my experience, I've seen more often than not, this is what happens. So I avoid. Maybe today it would have blasted up, no problem. I do miss that position, right? I do miss that position. But in other senses, like today, I saved myself from something that I anticipated to happen. So imagine if I didn't anticipate it to happen and I lost, fine. I learn a lesson. But when I anticipate it and lose, I get really pissed off because I knew that was going to happen. DAX, oh, we're focusing on gold. I hope we didn't miss anything. No, it wasn't valid, no. It wasn't valid. Mixed bias as well. Mixed bias mostly, bro. Setup 4 is not the best in mixed bias. I mean, technically you can trade to here, 4 points, it's enough to trade to that. Then move to break even at this spot. As a setup, yes. It's also technically in the 4-hour support, but not back in the 15-minute range. The 15-minute range is actually here. That little one, yeah, this one here is not crossed. Oh yeah, this one here, this small one. Yeah, with some wicks it is. You could trade to it, that's what I mean. Yeah, I prefer something like this because now you're fully confirmed back in the range. You have this here. Even just the 15-minute and 8 minutes closing above here would be nice as well to trade back to here and see what happens. Only I see Harry that teaches live market correctly. Otherwise, people record 3 to 4 times. So when there's a small bottom top wick, we want to retest. Not necessarily. It's more about the situation I've seen on gold. We've had a lot of downwards momentum, guys. Check it trend. Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Every time we've come up and did a small push, it's been a liquidity grab to go down. Check that out. Liquidity grab to go down. This is the same scenario. This also broke structure here, right? So what happens here is we're having the same scenario. We have the same scenario where we're just look at this, look at these two scenarios here. I want to show you this. Look at this one and look at what's happening now. It's not the same, but it's the kind of the idea of what's been happening on gold. So for just one candle to tell me it's going to retrace all of this momentum we're having right now is not enough. Why? Because this is only one green candle bullish. It's only one green candle that's bullish. It's not like a full structure that was formed and we're breaking a structure. No, we're breaking one green candle. So in order for this buy to make sense, you need to show you price go down first so that you will not be the liquidity, because you would have been stopped out right now immediately. You know, and then you lose today quickly like that. And just remember, guys, there will be days where I call something like this and it does push without me. But when I understand the charts, I'm going to try avoid a situation that I've seen fail in the past. So this is just as valuable as a win, actually. Even though I don't get paid from this, unfortunately, it is just as valuable as a win because I'm protecting my capital by having this. Need a webinar on this? It's not really a webinar. This is more just about seeing what's happened today. Remember, check this story. And this is going to be easy to you. I shouldn't even be teaching this for free on YouTube. But today you guys are going to get it. But this is stuff I normally discuss after. This is stuff I normally discuss after the stream. But today, as a gift, just today, we're going to discuss it now on stream. One time. Look at the daily time frame. Where have we closed? We closed at resistance. So start telling the story from the daily. Price is at resistance. We closed at resistance. Okay? We tapped resistance. We rejected resistance. We didn't close above, we rejected. So already daily is tap target. We're at target on daily. There's no range on daily. We've only closed the daily bullish. We've already filled the wick of the daily. That's not a target for us today. We went there this morning. And what did we do? We rejected. Go to 4 hour. What story is the 4 hour telling us right now? Break of structure on 4 hour plus heavy bearish candle close. That was the rejection we had this morning from daily. Okay? So then we had that. Now what are we doing? We're breaking 4 hour lows. We're not respecting those lows. We broke it. Go down to 1 hour. 1 hour has been straight bearish. Go down to 30, lower highs, lower low, downtrend. Go down to 15, lower highs, lower low. So why is one candle gonna change all of what I just explained? One candle. It's not enough. You need extra confirmation. I could be wrong. It could have been enough. But when you're trading based on probabilities and statistics, it's not enough. So that's why I said that I need to see something deeper. Deeper to prove to me that this will be the candle. So when you start telling the story, it makes so much sense. It's like, yeah, that actually, you see, is that clear for you guys? Make sense? Cool, cool. Can you explain the US 30 trade yesterday? You bought right at 5-minute resistance. Yeah, listen, we have those discussions in the exclusive every single day. Every single day we have those discussions. I don't want to be on a broken record explaining myself when all the tools are there. If you want to make a change, you have to change, right? Today I was nice and I give you so much free value, but there is a limit. And that is just because of me being, you know, respected of what I give out and how I relay information, you know? It's just how life works. Do you offer a course? Not paid, it's just part of the group, yes. It is part of the group, so there is a course there, but it's part of the group. Yeah, that's nice on UJ, yes. This is exactly what we wanted on GJ, and it's happening on UJ. So I actually do believe that this would be a good quality setup on UJ. Just watch this level here, but you have space to that. But this is exactly what we wanted on GJ. Copy paste what I exactly would have wanted. Now you should hit the like. Yeah, leave a like. if you enjoyed that value. Really, I promise no one's giving value like that. Like really, that's some stuff that is like really important. I know you guys, a lot of people just want signals, but you're wasting time, because without that understanding, you never make consistent gains. Really, I promise. And that was not me understanding a candle. That was me understanding the analysis, which I did in the beginning of the stream, bro. The beginning of the stream. We did that. That's how I knew that from now. Check out DAX. DAX is starting to look interesting again. $16 points. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Needs to relax a bit. How's 1 minute looking? Eesh. Not a nice 1 minute though, but good 15 candle close here will be. We put stop loss above 15 structure, but it needs to chill, man. It needs to chill. This is getting a bit deep right now. We need to survive 1 minute. A 1 minute pullback would be great. 19 points is not crazy. We do have a pretty aggressive break even, but it is 6 points away. 4-hour support is main target. And we've seen DAX recently do some very heavy dumps. So I'm not too worried about volume wise. I'm more hoping that it does not just push down to 5 minute support in the next 42 seconds. And we do want a top wick on the next candle, of course. But we get it set up. So let's see how this candle opens. Hopefully makes a top wick. Yeah, making a good top wick. It will give it a short break of lows here for sells. Yeah, beautiful top wick. Exactly what I want to see. Give it a shot for sells. Stop loss gonna be a little bit above here. Just give it some room. That is also the 15 minute here. We have 15 minute structure here, so it's a good stop loss. 15 minute close below. We have this range to protect us. 4-hour support to protect us. Then we just watch that 5 minute level, of course. 5 minute level is the only level of concern. Hope we don't get slipped. Yeah, me too. Market freezing, it's okay. We wanted this 1 minute structure anyways. This is very good. Where would stops be? The same way I just explained right now for stops. Same stops. I haven't changed my stops. It's going to be the same. So if you were listening there, you should know. Above the 5. So we have the top wick now. It's trying to flip. We'll see if it breaks the lows. Let's see. 2 minutes for this candle to close. If it closes like this, I'm still keeping the same sell. It's just a thunderstorm. I will take this under thunderstorm. You changing stops to thunder? That's an interesting question. If it forms a thunderstorm, will I change stops to thunder? Risky open is close? 10 minutes. 10 minutes is enough. If 5-minute candle closes back in the range, unfortunately it's not valid anymore. We're closing back. Yeah, 10 minutes is enough because we'll have two 5-minute candles to sit on. Let's see how this closes here. And what's interesting is it closes below the 5 but not the 15, but then the 15 we've had a close below now. So I think it's still valid. We're taking it on 15. Why does 5 matter? We are actually taking it on 5 basically. Because of stop loss. Yeah, I think maybe we could adjust if it was. But I don't think, unless the last 30 seconds now does a dump, which is possible on DAX. It looks like it's going to be a different trade, unfortunately. Which is pretty boring. But hey, keeps us safe, right? Keeps us safe. Let's see, 7 seconds here. Strong 5-minute close. All right, I'm gonna delete this order. I'm not liking the close here, not really nice. More of a fake out so far. So I want to see some more price action. It's still valid on a 15-minute time frame. So I might just enter on break of lows of 15, but I need to see how price forms because 1 minute is making changes of structure here. So I don't want to get some wick that comes down, triggers my sell stop, and then I get triggered and it does that for some reason. I want to see structure kind of change, and then I can take the same sell that I planned. If not, then this is just ranging for now. What about S2 and S5 on 1 minute for buys? I never experimented on that. That's like, sometimes it works on US 30 I saw. You know? But it's very tough on 1 minute. S2 definitely not, man. That's like crazy. If you're just going down onto looking for S2s on 1 minute, it's really hard. Very, very hard. We might break the lows here. I just want to see the reaction at 5-minute support. This 5-minute support. Nothing, huh? How long till this 1 minute candle closes? Or just closed? No top wick on 1 minute. Such a tough decision. I mean, it makes sense on 15, but I need to run 15 stops. What are we looking like? 26 for 25? Ah, it's pushing it, man. Gap down as well on broker. Yeah, gap down as well. But the 1 minute has been very gappy anyways. Which is not a good thing actually. Not a good thing actually. It means low volume. Wow. That retrace super quick right now. That's the reaction from 5 support. See how important break of lows are saving you in these situations? Even if you had your sell stop there, you're just being protected every time. I do feel more confident now. If it does break the low, it will go. So if it does come back down to break the low, I probably give it a shot, but we're getting too close to open. 5 minutes before open, I can't take it. I'm just gonna wait for open. So one of those things, but we got protected again because now we can avoid this bullshit. What is gold doing? Gold looks nice now if it gets above here, because now we have the liquidity. Now we kind of have like that 2 supports here, double bottom, close above here would be good for buys. How's GJ doing? GJ moving nicely towards the upside. Just no structure, man. Very slowly but surely moving towards the upside, but without any structure. Higher low as well, correct. Let's do US 30 thing, risk it for the biscuit. Ooh. That's because we're usually in profit or something, but this would be right at entry. Let's see, we'll see how it ends up forming. How much did this 1 hour candle do? 16 pips, not bad. It's not bad. Today would have worked out, but this is just not a good sign. The DAX sell was looking very nice. I wish we had some volume to give it the push. We would have had a very easy trade because very nice liquidity grab towards the upside. 15-minute close below. Yeah, it's a classic trade, but it keeps us safe at least. That's a part of trading, is keeping safe. The thing is right now is it probably can go before the open if it really wanted to. And that's something I guess I'll have to miss. Unless I just risk it for the biscuit and take it. What are we saying? I take it, risk it for the biscuit on the open. We don't have bearish bias? No, we have mixed bias. We have mixed bias. Yes. Risk it? Damn. All of you are gamblers. All. All. I caught every single one of you. Scared money don't make no money. What if the open comes down and then breaks this high? I wonder if that's a buy. 15 will close bullish back in the range. One hour is not a good close for buys though. DAX should be bullish. It is, but London session we've been having some heavy pullbacks. FX trading is gambling. Everything in life is gambling. Because nothing is given to you 100% certainty except death. That's it. So everything else is a gamble. And you have to pay taxes. Actually, no, if you live in a country. That's actually no. Yeah. Mostly, exactly. But you could move to Dubai though. You could move to Dubai. So it's not, right? It's not like, that's something you could change if you wanted to. So I don't think I can count that. Because there are other options. Gambling is taking risks on things you have no control over. But we do have control over trading. 100% control. We don't have control in a position, but we have control before, so that allows us to have probabilities of something. The thing with me in Dubai is I couldn't be asked 6 months of the year not being able to do anything outside. Yeah, but you don't need to go outside all the time. You could also travel. You could be hybrid. That's what a lot of people do. 6 months of the year in Dubai, 6 months of the year out. Or not 6. It's only, summer's only like 4 months. By September, October, it gets very good again. September is doable as well. Not the best. Some hot days, some better days. You have control over the amount you risk you take, but you have no control over the market. I do, because I decide what trade I want to take based on what I see in the market. So it is some form of control. Because my plan is a form of control, right? Like I could be taking random stuff right now, but I'm not. So that is the control I have. And I swear if the open just dumps straight down here. I swear, it's so boring that. So boring. That's you controlling your risk, not the market? Not necessarily. That's controlling what I do in the market, not risk. Stop loss is my risk. I do not control the market, for sure. That is 100%. I have no control over the market, but I have control of what I do in the market. Not only in risk perspective. Right, the open here, pushing down first. Now we're popping up. Whoosh. Big open. So the buys did make sense once we close this 15 back in the range, but at the open it's hard, man. You need to, I don't know how you take a buy at the open like that. If there was a chance and spreads don't jump, then yeah, a buy would be nice on this 5, but 4-hour support is there. So let's see how this ends up forming. But that was the open. This could also be one big liquidity grab. Gold has started to range, which is pretty boring actually. Don't know why it's decided to start to range. And GJ did what on the open? Oof, nothing. 1 hour candle is, oh, we finally have one 15-minute bearish. Oh my god. Miracle. One 15-minute bearish. That's really clean buys by Bitfar. Yeah, that's the problem. The buys are far. So we need to see if we can get in buys earlier. Maybe above here. If this can close below, next one close bearish and then close above, we can fill this wick. How much percentage you make on your initial capital and what percentage should I expect in trading? I'm in my beginning stage. In your beginning stage, you actually expect to lose money, to be honest. I doubt you actually make money. Unless you have good education, you're part of something that can actually excel that, then maybe you sit at break even, make a little bit. Otherwise, you're more likely, statistically speaking, to lose money. And yeah, I'd expect you lose money. So that's why I always encourage people to control how much they lose, right? Because if you have higher probabilities to lose money in the beginning, you know what would be a sick business, guys? Are you ready for your minds to be blown? Listen closely. A sick business would be to get a beginner trader and copy the opposite of their trades. Every time someone starts trading, do the opposite. Guess what? Brokers exist. What a great business idea. Wonder why brokers exist. I wonder why on a broker account, when you go see the top, it says hedge. Oh, interesting. Hey, go check your MetaTrader 5 right now. Go see what it says at the top. I can't control my emotion. What should I do? I think you should watch one of my psychology videos, man. That's what I think you should do. Big volume on the open here. Wow. Check this 1 minute. No, they make money from taking the opposite of you. Harry, why is price action bullshit nowadays? No, it's great, man. Price action has been good. It's not been bad at all. I don't notice any. Yesterday, New York session was clean. Yesterday, London session was amazing. It's just I got slipped on my position. That's not something. That's not price action. That's not price action. So price action has been good. Yesterday was a winning trade, but I got slipped. So if you get slipped, I can't adjust anything about that. But it was a winning trade. The 3 big 1 minute try would work. Let's have a look. This is, you count this as 1, 1, 2, 3, and then you buy here. Well, where's stop? That's the problem. So we need to try standardize where stop would go in that type of position, blah, blah, blah. Counting at the 9 a.m. one and below previous one. Okay, previous one looks a bit big though. 22. Yeah, that's not bad. Worked here. Can you show me Stukurti and wave and motive corrective sequence in Elliott wave and gold? Jesus Christ. I do not operate with these fancy terms. What a bad open for us. I really wish at the open. I wonder. I need to try on like a small account. I need to try on a small account to see if because this was a nice buy here. We've crossed through the 4 hour a lot of times today. So I would like to take this buy, this one here, the fake out back in the range, change the structure on 5, bottom wick, and then take this buy. This would have been my buy here. But I want a 12-point stop, amazing. Would have been an amazing trade. Do brokers benefit when traders lose? Yes, way more than traders win. Most brokers, that's how they make a lot of money, is from going opposite of traders. 50-minute candle here closes in 8 minutes. Damn. We have to wait 8. How's GJ doing? Finally creating some resistance. Can we take gold setup 1? It would be valid. Yes, it would be valid. But the question is, can we survive 8 minutes, huh? US 30 mirrored the DAX move I opened. That's not normal. Sometimes I see them mirror each other, but it's not something I've seen fully consistent. What are the learning materials available in your group? Everything, man. Let me show you. Everything. So you have, if you're a beginner, we have beginner content as well. If you're advanced, we have advanced content as well. Just everything you need, right? That's what we put in there. If it will load for me. So you have the beginner stuff. This is all the fundamentals. So this is all my beginner stuff. And you can see some 1 hour, 15-minute videos, some really good stuff. We have the advanced concepts in here. So all this, like all of the nitty and gritty stuff I talk about, all the advanced concepts, and then important topics. We also had special webinars, psychology webinars. We've had refresher webinars, backtesting sessions, a lot of stuff. How many trades this week? I've taken 3 trades this week. So one a day so far. Actually, did I trade? No. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. No, I didn't trade the day before yesterday. What is the fee for this group? It is $1.8 per day. All the information is on the website. We are open now. There's no wait list. We have about 8 spots as of now. I do expect them to fill up, and then we will close down like we always do, as usual. I recently joined, starting to go through all the content on WAP from the very beginning, building myself a solid foundation. I'm glad to hear that, man. $1.8 a day and willing to fight for your place. Yes. You have to fight. Learn to fight. Alright, let's see what... wonder if GJ we can take it with a 15 closing bullish. Aggressive, but maybe there's volume. Let's see what gold is doing here. Just moving like a stupid pair. Literally ranges, does nothing, and then all of a sudden now decides, oh, I'm gonna go up now. What the crazy thing is, imagine on a day like today, you get stopped out. You get stopped out, and then this thing is just making no re-entry. It's a way worse situation. Look how strong key levels on GJ can be sometimes. So look, yeah, legendary. What time frame is that? 5, right? Yep. Do London session mostly follow the Asian session trend, or it reverses? Depends on the scenario, man, because Asian session trend could lead into London having mixed bias. So it really depends. Please add crypto payment method. My bank card is rejecting. In Dubai, it's very complex for me to set up crypto payments with tax and stuff. Not tax, VAT and registration and account keeping and stuff like this. For the amount of volume I do on the group, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, if the group was making serious amount of money, then yeah, of course, would make sense. But not for the size I have the group. It would cost me more. Especially for the price. I calculated, if someone pays me 1 month in crypto, when I withdraw that, I get maybe around like $38, $39 because of fees and sending it to my wallets and then withdrawing it. And of course, I can't go to like a vendor, right? Imagine going to, because normally if I withdraw crypto into cash, I go to someone to do a transaction because it's like a good size of a good, good amount of money, right? How long till this 15 closes? Damn, man, it's pushing a bit far. 3 minutes. Just tap this 5. Look at gold, man. Annoying when I avoid the loss and I'm ready to take this trade and I know my plan is correct and I talk about this being the liquidity and then still it doesn't give you an entry. So that sometimes is frustrating as a trader. But I wonder if you could be on next level and just take maybe the 5 closing, but that just, I don't know. Sometimes that says, Use Revolt Bank if your card gets rejected. In Sweden, almost all banks reject crypto platforms. That's why Revolt may be an alternative. Thank you. How many members are currently in the exclusive? About 50,000 members. No, on Zoom now we have about 90. 50,000 is wild. Could you imagine? I have 548 people watching stream, but 50,000 in group. Could you imagine? How much money would that print? That would print stupid amount. What you say you do 100 in Zoom? Yeah, if we get like 100 consistently, I'll see if it's too hectic and it starts to become uncomfortable. I increase the price so that it less people. 2.7 mil a month. That's a lot. That's extra 5k a month? Not exactly. It's a little bit less, man. It's less because you have fees. You have to remember about fees. Even though I charge 55, I don't get paid 55. So I'll net around $48, $47. And then I have to pay for all of the subscriptions. And then, of course, you have different expenses. But yeah, it's an extra income for sure. But once you reach some level of finance, it's not, yeah, of course, I'm always grateful for it, but it's nothing that's going to be life-changing for now. Why not just charge a crypto payment fee? I just explained why. Not trading today? Why not? I'm looking for potential buys. Fuck, I saw most trades. I traded also most setups today, but ended up in loss 0.6. What happened? Might start my own exclusive group copying your trades. Oh, there's a lot that happens in the exclusive group. You need to do a lot more about that. You need to do a lot more than that. I meant charge extra for crypto payments. Yes, that I could do that as well. But the problem is more of the accounting side here is a bit complex. For $50, you know what I mean? Like if it was, that's why like people can join using crypto. I have people in the group who have paid with crypto, but they don't pay for only 1 month. They pay for like 2 months, 3 months. Let's see what you're doing here, man. You took a buy here. Wait, I'm confused. You took a sell. Damn. What made you want to sell here? That's interesting. Then you took all sells down here before breaking the low. It was a buy with slip. How? But it can't slip you because it never came back down. Yeah, I think you need to... No, it's not a buy with slip this, man. Because if you bought here, it never came down here after the open. The open continued to push. These buys here, these are all sells. No, man, I think you need to... I think this is a bit too much, man. I really encourage you to try trade a little bit more less and you know, like literally I'm here telling you about wait for break of low. I literally have my order at break of low, but you decide to sell before that. Like for me, that doesn't make sense. Like what's the difference between taking a sell right here and here? Like what's the difference? Putting 3 sells right there and there. But look at the difference it made in terms of probabilities. That's why I teach this stuff. Right? That's why I'm telling you about that stuff, because it protects you. It protects you. Because you would have avoided that, you know? So I really prefer if you stick to those 2 trade rule, plus take the confirmation. They work. Confirmations work. Like I challenge you today. I challenge you today to not trade for the rest of the day. You're done. No matter if a setup comes, it doesn't, that's your challenge today. You're done for the day. Trust me, because otherwise you're going to tilt today. If you tilt, that's where you're going to end your day, maybe minus 3%. Sup Harry, for an amateur who's trading for 1 year, how many time can it take to be profitable? If you have mentorship and you're learning on a daily basis, you can start to see profits in probably 2 months. But then to be consistent, you need time. You need time. At least to be consistent, we need to see at the end of the year, because you need 12 months of trading. You need to see how your consistency is each month. I've had people who've been with me for a year. This year, This year they are. This year they have traded profitably since the beginning of the year. I don't know if they're gonna continue yet, but so far they're doing really good stuff. I know if they have a negative month, it's gonna be from a tilting reason, like they got pissed off or something and then it made their month bad, or they were busy that month, whatever it may be. But there's multiple people now who've been in the group for a year, and since the beginning of this year they've been consistently profitable from the beginning of the year. For me, that is very good trading. Like they are now considered profitable traders. It's just a matter of scaling, pushing harder so that they can make more per month, scaling risk, and also some of their results is not as good as they could be. They're making 3, 4, 5%, 3%, 2% sometimes, where I'm making 6, 7, 8%. So they have that room to improve. Closing below is good if it doesn't dump here. We're seeing a lot of ping pong action, right? So if it would have closed somewhere here, it would have been a lot better. Even here is fine if we can run tighter stops. 17 points, 8 points to there, 17 to there. So let's see if it can chill here. I might be interested in that. Nice rejection from the top of the range. This tiny one here. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's also this one here. Yep. Does make it a little bit more complex. I would want something below that then. So luckily it's rejecting now, so it does give us space. When can I find trades myself? I'm always trading with you in sessions. Do I trade outside sessions or other sessions? No, you just trade with me, man. Chill. The problem is that you need to get to a stage where you are taking the trade. You see what I mean? Like you're like, oh, Harry's also taking this. I totally understand and agree with it. If you're just blindly being like, oh, he's taking a trade, I kind of get it, but I don't, then it's not actively. Because there are going to be some sessions, guys, where I actually pull back and I trade by myself and allow you guys to experience that. That's really good. That's really good practice. Great stuff, Harry. Joined the community yesterday. Love it. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, New York session was kind to us yesterday. We had a good New York session. I always like trading with the guys in New York session. It's very chill. We always have a good laugh. I mean, that's my point of a community, you know? So many communities just have no... What's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? What is the word I'm looking for? No rapport, yes, that's correct. But there's one other word that they use it in music, you know, where you feel it. No soul. A lot of groups have no soul. They just literally a mentor who pulls up, talks about his trades. You never get to really speak to him. You don't know who he is, right? He just shows up 30 minutes a day, blah, 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 leave. Group is a mess. Everyone's yapping. You don't know what's going on. It's a whole confusion, and then that's your group, $125 a month. You know? In this group, man, we're like friends. We're chatting, trading together, laughing, making shit up, insulting each other. Like for me, this is, when I created a group, this is what I wanted. I wanted to have this kind of rapport, you know? Much nicer. Are you targeting someone? Yeah, I'm targeting all the people who have those type of groups. It's really like that, man. In this group, I take passion to understand everyone's individual issues they deal with, and they speak about it though. You know? Looking at each other's muscles. Yeah, man. I mean, it's not sus. But we talk about a lot of stuff. Life, fights, gym, fitness. It's great. Oh. So I do feel like I do feel like the group is more than just a trading group. Definitely a lot more value. Above daily resistance, we're clean, guys. I'm interested for buys above daily resistance, just so you know. 21 points is not bad. Just mark this stupid 4-hour resistance. So I want to be above. Actually, ooh, we crossed it with double wick here. We could trade through that. We could trade through that. 1 minute. Let's see. Oh, slow down, slow down, slow down. Okay, okay, okay. I see. It's getting excited, man. Jesus. Literally, as I said that, man was moving mad. How do you avoid FOMO? Every time I FOMO'd, I've lost. So I realized long term, I'm just a losing trader FOMO. And eventually you get sick of it and you stop. Another thing I did was all my FOMO trades, I take them on demo account. That was a good practice because that allowed me to kind of like do something, take action, but that action is not detrimental. Let's see if we close above here. "25 seconds. Little bottom wick could be good. And then we're in for action. See if we get a bottom wick, and then if we can break this high, I'll be happy to take it. No bottom wick on my broker. It's a weird one, man. Need to zoom in here. Ah, it's a gap down, man. Ah. No way, man. No way it's a gap down. I don't know. I hesitated because it's a gap down. So I don't know if I count it. Come on, just flip, give us a bottom wick. Make it easy for us. Don't do this, don't do this. But we have one on this broker now. But I think we're cooked. I hate these gap downs, man. I hate these gap downs because it's like 50. It's like, is it a bottom wick or is it not? I hate these gap downs. It makes you hesitate and then it's not enough time to think. It's so bad, man. It's so bad. Hopefully, you can make a bottom wick if we get blessed here. Because it's due for a bottom wick. Don't disregard probabilities. It just depends on the volume, man. That 1 minute is not good. So we're due for a bottom wick. Okay, we might actually get an entry here. Because we have no 1 minute structure. At some point it has to make. So if that 1 minute structure can be made somewhere around here, we have an entry. Like literally, let it come back and retest these zones. Anywhere here, it's going to make a bottom wick. Just a retest. And then as it reflips above this high, we have an entry. The only thing is it does some bullshit like this and just push straight on a 1 minute, no pullbacks. Ah, that's so frustrating. Entry at new high? No. Nice one. Look at this. I don't know. How can we backtest gap downs, man? How can we backtest gap downs? Just go with forex.com. Yeah, we say that now and then we get fucking cooked, man. The next time you take it, you get absolutely cooked. I mean, if you took it, congrats, valid trade, man. But it just made me hesitate, and then I'm too late. It made me hesitate, and then I'm too late because it looks different. So it's this gap down, but I do think that gap down is considered as a wick, man. I'm seeing that. But then because look at this, it just must be a broker feed issue. I think there's supposed to be a wick there, but it's a broker feed issue because look at this. Look how many times the 1 minute has gapped down. Can you see that? Gap down, gap down, gap down, gap down. So all of those should be wicks then. All. They should all be wicks. So then that should be a wick. So this should have been a position then. That's okay. But these gap downs are it is fast. It is, I mean, but we would have had enough time if you just immediately put the buy stop. Like I had the buy stop ready. I just had to press, no, my order was ready. I had an order here. I just had to press confirm. Where would BE be? Man. I'm not sure, man. Here's your 1 minute structure. Here's your 1 minute structure. Same thing made you hesitate on Monday, US 30. Gap down, played out. Maybe just need to keep gathering data. We have like 25 scenarios. If we see something is not a problem. Yeah, I know. I mean, we would have been out. I wonder if I would have managed. I think with no 1 minute structure, yes. But if I there's also a question that I allow it to make 1 minute structure. This is a 15-minute open as well. Still a valid trade, huh? Let's check this 1 minute. If this 1 minute starts to create some good supports, could be a buy here. Damn, bro. I can't get a chance today, bro. What's this open on 1 minute, man? I literally had my phone ready to look for this buy right now, man. That's exactly how I wanted the 1 minute to close. Back above the previous high. And literally, as my blinked, the candle was up here. But that makes it scary because that means it can fail even because it just popped up that fast. I wouldn't be surprised to see this flip now, but it did sort of flip briefly. No chance you guys are getting in this with this speed. There's just no chance. A thunderstorm would be valid if it can survive for 2 minutes though. That is also a valid option here. Let's see how big stops are though. 23 is not good. 23 for 16. I wanted that 1 minute, huh? Look at this 1 minute. Very easy position to manage. Minute it taps that resistance, you can go break even. Now you can watch it at entry. You're in profits. but that just jumped up as well. Shouldn't be blinking. Bro, I know, right? That's how fast it is. Nah, man, look at this 1 minute. That's scary as hell. But you know 1 minute structure is coming. If you just fully trust the position. Yeah, I don't think it's a bad thing, to be honest. Okay, we might have a very nice setup coming. If this closes bearish and the next one closes above, we are actually lucky today and we actually get price being nice and there'll be a nice entry. And that should be the move. Second move. That should be the move. While we're distracted, let's just see what's going on elsewhere. Alright. GJ moving. Wow, GJ moving amazing, man. Amazing moves. This is not a good setup 3 though with this rejection wick. Not really valid. US 100 moving. Nasdaq is moving. Yes. What is he sending? This is your drawdown limit, 14K. What about DAX setup 2 on 5 with the 15 idea for the 15 to reflip, fill the wick? This will also work. Don't think it's too crazy. 30-minute will still be open. Impressive, GJ, man. Very impressive, bro. Just lock in on GJ. Did UJ give the move? Wow, UJ just died. It's not dead yet, but you know, you're holding a lot of drawdown. Tap that 15, right? That was a problem. Let's see here. I want the 5-minute to close above the daily resistance. Still in UJ, drawdown is coming up, back up thankfully. Yeah, this is one of the reasons I didn't like UJ in London. It can be a bit boring like that. But if you just stay patient, everything still looks fine. Still respecting stop loss. So, just a matter of waiting. As long as this higher low structure can hold. Setup 3 on DAX, on 15 even potential. We could trade to this 5-minute resistance if it chills. It's 5 points, it's enough. Stop loss is only 15 points, it's 25% of the position. So it's enough. But it needs to chill here if we want to do that. We also have a 1-minute change of structure as well. So we'd want kind of like a 1-minute thunderstorm. That's what will give us the close. Or it just keeps pushing here and we get a close above the resistance. Stop loss is 23 points, not that crazy. But we need to try push past the 4 hour. You take setup 3 break of high, yes. Let's see this time if we get a bottom wick or not. Does it close above though? 23 seconds, let's see. It's gonna be tight. Oh. On broker, we have a gap, so that's at. And now it's breaking the high before I can make a decision. On broker it's at. Here it's slightly above. Bottom wick I have, bottom wick I have. How do you trade this, man? Can we get confirmation from a 1 minute? 1 minute close above? And try that. Yeah, we might be able to try that. Both of my brokers close that. Mine has a gap, and if there wasn't a gap, it would have closed slightly above. So I guess 1 minute close above would be the aggressive shot. Stop loss 28. We'd need some good volume here, boys, to get the push past daily resistance. That's the hardest way we can push it, is to get that 1 minute above. Otherwise it's gonna keep rejecting and it looks pretty bad. So let's see. Below, still below. So if it goes, it goes, because I can't, like, that's the hardest way I can push this right now, is to take a 1 minute. 1 minute. Do we really need to push it? It's still valid, that's my point. We have volume still present. So yes, it's still a valid trade. Yeah, and there she goes. So yeah, I wanted to get into this trade here. Now it's too hard, right? Now we're very close to 4 hours as well. Shame. Shame today. I have this gap. Yes, me too. That's what I mean. So if you adjusted this candle down, it wouldn't actually be below. Who knows? Who knows? Entry on 1 minute. Be careful with this, man. I get what you're trying to do though. Yeah, it's getting late for me now as well. I tried to push it, and unfortunately it didn't even give me entry on 1 minute here, so I can't really enter. Even if it's not giving me a 1 minute entry, what can I do, right? So trade makes sense here. If the broker is gonna tell me different things, I have to keep that consistent. And how I keep it consistent is just look at the broker here. But trade is valid. If your broker closed above, technically I guess it's valid buy here. Break even would be the 4-hour resistance, and that's about it. So hopefully there is volume. Quite, you know, frustrating when this happens, obviously. Overall frustrating end of the session. This to open with a no, you know, basically no bottom wick and stuff like that. Same thing with gold. But you know, the week has not been bad for an NFP week. Especially New York session being alright. And then yesterday was a good week, good trade as well. It's just we got slipped. I don't know. Some of you guys didn't get slipped, and you had a nice win yesterday. I'm just talking about my own trading. I got slipped, so I had to close at break even. But a lot of you guys were sending me no slippage, so it's a good week if you can wrap it like that. It was an amazing trade yesterday. Would have easily made 1.2%, 1.3% on yesterday's trade. And then today, you've seen this all live in front of you of what's been happening. But hopefully you guys show up tomorrow, and yeah, we can pick it up from tomorrow. Tomorrow's NFP day, so we need to be careful as well on NFP day. GJ is absolutely moving like a horse. Pretty scary 30-minute if you ask me. I haven't seen this in a very long time without news, and yeah, so appreciate you all. Hopefully we pick it up here. Just the beginning of the month. Typical, it's actually been very good beginning of the month. Just unfortunate events unfolding, light slippage and lack of bottom wicks and stuff. But rules are rules, right? That's an example of following a rule. Is look what happened on gold. We avoided a loss there. But it's just a slightly annoying when DAX is like so close and you're really thin margins. But I don't like the way it's forming now. If it starts to break back into this range, it doesn't look good. So this needs to respect now. This needs to respect now. If you start to see this 1 minute dump below that, it probably will not be, it probably will take a deeper retracement here. But if this can flip now in the next 43 seconds, 42 seconds, yeah, then it's gone now. So to be honest, DAX here, not looking the best. Volume is dying. Even original position here, even if we got an entry on original position, stop loss was about 23. It gave 25. All right, so we would have just hit 1-to-1 if we held that. So that's not bad. So hopefully it will give us more setups ahead. But again, it's only Thursday of the month, first week of the month, and it's been pretty decent in terms of position. Basically almost traded every day, so you can't really complain about that. It's more about what's been happening on the broker side of things. Nothing has been technical, it's all been broker. So appreciate you all, take care, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Peace. Cheers.